If you struggle with choosing healthy meals to eat, today's video is for you. It's by request of one of you who asked me to do a video talking about a meal plan, a one-day meal plan that's healthy for diabetics. So yes, you can give suggestions of videos for me to do. If you have a suggestion, just put it in the comments below. But today's video, like I said, is a one-day meal plan for diabetics. I'm going to give you two options. One, if you don't have that much time, and then another option for maybe on the weekends when you have a little more time to put some effort into the meals that you're going to eat, okay? And just in case you missed the last video, I actually outlined 8 rules for healthy meals, 8 rules to keep in mind when trying to decide what meal is healthy and what meal is not so healthy. So if you missed that video, you're going to want to go back and watch that video, and I'm going to link it in the comments below. But we're going to dive into today's video of essentially a one day, an entire day's meal plan that is healthy and satisfying and doesn't leave you wanting for more. Before we get into it, I'm Dr. Amina, a physician and a health coach, and I help you to keep normal, balanced blood sugar levels. Why? So that you can have great energy levels throughout the day, so that you can banish cravings and therefore avoid weight gain as you get older, and so that you can live an overall longer, healthier life. All right, so we're going to dive right into it. Like I said, I'm going to give you 2 options. One easy, and quick, and then the other is going to be when you have a little more time. Let's go with the easy options first. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner, that's how it's going to be divided, and I'm going to give an option for an afternoon snack. And you're going to notice that I'm not necessarily going to give you bunches of snacks in between all the meals, because essentially if you eat these good, solid, well-balanced meals approximately 3 times a day, you're not going to need to snack. And like I said, go and listen to the last video when I outlined the rules, 8 rules to really come up with solid, satisfying meal plans. Breakfast, for this first option, essentially you can have some full-fat Greek yogurt, so not low-fat version, full-fat Greek yogurt, and to that you're going to add a mixture of fruits, whatever is in season. You can have frozen fruit that you thaw out and add to this yogurt, or you can use fresh fruit. Berries are going to be a great option in terms of less likelihood of really significantly carrying up your blood sugar levels, but at the end of the day, fresh fruit in general, whatever is in season, is going to be better than any of those breakfast cereals, cornflakes, and so on that you might have been using or eating in the past for breakfast, right? So you're gonna add fruit, whatever variety of fruit you can find. You're gonna add some chopped pecans, right? Pecans are a good nut rich in protein and healthy fat. And then you can also add some flax seeds, you can add some pumpkin seeds, and if you have these, you can add some hemp hearts. Very good, rich in healthy fats, and also there's some amount of fiber as well. But essentially, to your full fat Greek yogurt, you're going to add all these things to bulk it up and make it more nutritious. You're getting your protein, like I said, some protein from the Greek yogurt, protein from your pecans, and then protein from these nuts and seeds. You're going to get good, healthy, naturally occurring fats from these as well, and then you'll have some amount of carbohydrates from the milk or the yogurt itself, right? And that bowl of goodness is going to really keep you satisfied for the rest of the morning until you get to your lunchtime, right? What to drink with this? Essentially, you can have coffee, either black coffee. If you don't like black coffee, you can put whole milk, not skim milk, not fat-free milk, but whole milk, so you can get that additional fat from it, right? As opposed to skim milk or fat-free milk that is just, off balance in terms of too much of the milk sugar and not enough of the fat to balance it out. All right, so you can put whole milk in it, or if you even like something richer, you can put half and half. Otherwise, you can just have your coffee black. If you're not a coffee person, you can have tea, and all these beverages ideally should be unsweetened, okay? If you choose to add a sweetener, well, be sort of moderate with that. But ideally, if you wean yourself off, you can have unsweetened. So that's breakfast, right? Like I said, that's going to keep you satisfied because it's nice and rich with all the variety in it. Get to lunchtime now, you can have a baked salmon lunch. So you can have some baked salmon. And for those of you who, like me, I feel like, well, some of us, we need a little bit of starch, right? But just to kind of keep our energy levels going. But our starch is going to be balanced with the protein. So you're going to get your salmon. Salmon is a fatty fish, so you're going to get some healthy fats from that. So your potato, instead of like a plain white potato, you can have potato with the skin. You can cube your potato and then you can coat it in a little bit of olive oil and some salt and pepper and maybe some Italian seasoning as well. You can bake that in the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes, and that is your good potato with the skin, which gives you some extra fiber and decreases the glycemic index, so to speak, of the potato. And then you can have a good bit of green salad. Now, I did include the potato, but you should beware that your potato, you shouldn't have more potato than fish or more potato than the vegetables. So whatever the size of your baked fish or whatever protein you choose, but in this example using baked salmon, you should have no more than that amount of potato, or maybe a little less depending on how much how well you tolerate carbohydrates. And then a good healthy green salad, mixed greens, and you can add some tomatoes, cucumbers, green peppers, onions, and maybe even throw in some pumpkin seeds as well. All right, that is lunch. What to drink with it? Again, water, herbal tea, black coffee. You want to get to where you do not need sweet beverages. Okay, so this is the ideal plan that I'm giving you, the ideal scenario here. If you choose to have dessert, the example here is to have some mixed fruit. So whatever is in season, fresh fruit, it's going to come with some good nutrients, vitamins, minerals, and then of course fiber. That can be for your dessert, or you can have it a little later on as a mid-afternoon snack. And then coming to dinner now, I, in this example, would say a vegetable frittata. So frittata is essentially where you have whole eggs, you beat a whole egg, and then you put some vegetables in it. For simplicity, you can just get a packet of frozen vegetables, you know, that packet with the string beans, the corn, and the carrots. Get some frozen vegetables, and essentially you can cover the frozen vegetables with the beaten egg. You can add salt and pepper to taste, and you can add some onions and garlic and whatever other, you know, celery and seasonings to enhance the flavor of this frittata. You bake it in the oven for about half an hour, and then you can have this frittata whatever size you want, whatever size will fill you. You're not trying to have tiny amounts here, you want to eat so that you're satisfied. You can have that frittata with, again, some raw salad, maybe some of the leftover salad from lunch, and then again you drink water or herbal tea with that, and that's a whole day meal plan, sort of relatively easy, right, which can be had and enjoyed by a diabetic. Now, if you have more time, let's go with a second option that might take a little more effort, right? Maybe you can apply this on a weekend. Breakfast, you can have a mixed vegetable omelette. So again, this is egg like with the frittata, but you're gonna sort of prepare it in a pan. You can add frozen vegetables again, or you might have some fresh vegetables that you got from the farmer's market, right? And you cook that in your egg, and you can add cheese, whichever cheese you like, whatever amount you like, and you add your onions and celery and garlic and all those things to enhance the flavor, salt and pepper to taste, and you have your nice rich omelette. And you can have that with a slice of sourdough bread with butter, some good butter. Okay, that's breakfast. The same type of drinks, you know, black coffee or whole milk or half and half, or you might decide to have tea, either black tea, green tea, or herbal tea with that. Okay, on to lunch for this second option. Some of you might be vegetarian, so a good option for lunch would be tofu stir fry, cubed firm tofu, and you can stir fry this with onions, garlic, sweet pepper, celery. You might prepare this in a stew and add some vegetables to it, including bok choy and even some of the frozen vegetables. Okay, so you see here the idea of sort of variety and bulking up these meals, so a variety of colors and textures, and you get this nice stir fry or maybe a stew depending on how moist you want it, and you can enjoy that with some wild rice, or even if you decide to have it with a bit of white rice or jasmine rice. Essentially you want to have maybe a quarter of your plate as the rice, but then you're gonna enjoy this mixed vegetable stir fry and have a good meal. Same thing to drink, water, tea, or if you want coffee, no sweetened beverages. Okay, if you would like to have dessert or maybe a mid-afternoon snack, then in this example use mixed nuts, whichever variety of mixed nuts you desire. I like raw mixed nuts because you don't want to have those honey roasted nuts or nuts with additives, too much salt and so on. Okay, so mixed nuts, they have a sweetish taste, so you can have them as dessert or you can have it as a mid-afternoon snack. And then dinner in this example is essentially some sardines. You can get that in a can. Sardines which you might maybe saute a little bit in some olive oil, or occasionally I have had sardines straight out of the can. You're just hungry and you don't have time, and you enjoy your sardines with some green salad. Have it on a bed of greens, mixed green salad that you would buy and have in your fridge ready to eat. And again, you enjoy that with either some herbal tea or water. Okay, so there you have it, 2 examples of a full day's meal plan that can be enjoyed by a diabetic. Whenever you're having these foods are essentially minimally processed. You're gonna get them maybe almost from scratch, and so you should not worry about restricting your portion. Essentially, you want to eat enough at the time you sit down to eat, so that when you're finished, you're satisfied for the next 4 to 5 hours. Okay, and like I said, again, go back to the last video where I talk about the 8 rules for healthy meal planning, and you will understand why it is that you can eat so much, because some people are surprised, like, oh my goodness, I'm eating so much. But you'll understand why it's important to eat a lot at the time you sit down to eat, so that you avoid snacking and grazing throughout the day. I hope you all found this example, 2 sample meal plans for the whole day for diabetic, and for the person who asked me to create this video. Thanks for this video suggestion. And like I said, if you all have any other suggestions for videos that you want me to tackle, to cover, definitely put them in the comments, and I will make a video with your requested topic. Thank you for watching. Please share this video with anybody who you think might benefit from this information, and I will see you again on the next video. Bye bye.